What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Goku Runner Talks Tuesday. It's a late one tonight. It's 9:36. I know there's some kind of debate going on. We won't talk anything about that on this episode, but we will talk about training, my Rocky Raccoon inspiration, some Camille Herron controversy, and it's also race week for me. So let's get on with this show. All right, just getting the lighting right over here on my camera. So there we go. I think that looks better. Maybe a little bit more brighter. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, so let's get on with the show. Welcome to Goku Runner Talks Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? This is race week for me, and I'm a little bit off. So it is a new month as well, October 1st, and it is Tuesday. So let's get with the question of the day, and that is, what inspires you? Like, what inspires you for running? Like, what stories inspire you? Is it the fast guys? Is it the slow guys like me? Is it the regular guys? Is it what is it? Like, I think all of the above, really. Uh, somebody I get messages quite often, not bragging, humble bragging or whatever, but I do get questions and I do get messages, DMs telling me that they're inspired by some of the videos that I make, and coming from a guy who who runs but is not very good at running, uh, it still blows me away that people can find a guy like me inspiring. So I appreciate all of them, and we'll talk about that later. In regards to the Rocky Raccoon, I'll tell you all about the the uh, the comment that he or the message that he sent me. But what inspires you? Is it you know? I think really what inspires people, especially if you're a slower person like me, is probably the story. The story probably inspires you. Your will too. I know some people told me some stuff too, but let me know. Let me know in the comments what inspires you in terms of running. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that so that it's a little bit more clear. What inspires you in terms of running? Is it your kids? Do the kids inspire you to set a good example or whatever? Let me know in the comments. So, training. I'm back. I'm back at it. I'm off. I'm on. I'm off. I'm on. I'm off. I'm on. I'm off. And now I'm on again. So I'm on. Signed up for the Rocky Raccoon and been running more. Actually running. So that's good. Yesterday I did a double day. Today I decided to give myself a rest. Last week I didn't run too much just because I was feeling some joint pain. Like I'm nervous about gout issues. So if I do feel some issues, I'm going to take a rest day because I don't want to have a flare up. And I haven't had one, and it's been a good while now, knock on wood, but I haven't had a flare up of the gout in a good while. So this week I was like, I do feel it a little bit, but at the same time, I wanted to go ahead and get my run in and push myself. So that's what I did, tried it, and I feel a little bit, but it's still feeling like I could run. So that's why yesterday I did a double day. I ran in the morning and then I ran at night. And today I was gonna run, but it's also Taco Tuesday. So I was like, I should probably run before I make some tacos or buy some tacos. But at the end of the day, I was like, I want some tacos. So I looked in my freezer. I saw some meat. It was frozen, and I was like, should I make some tacos myself? Because I could make some tacos. I could make some food. But I decided to go ahead and go to Taco Bell and get me a taco over there. They had a little thing on the app. It was like buy a taco for $1, and they had like every hour they have like a special. You could buy a taco for $1. So I was like, I'm gonna buy me some tacos for $1, like 10 tacos. And turns out you can only buy one taco for $1. So the freaking app tricked me. So anyway, that's my little thing about tacos. In fact, I have my little Taco Bell drink right here. But training is going good. I still need to figure out a training plan for my marathon. So I need to figure that out. I'm probably going to go back to my book. This one right here. Let me go get it. This one right here, Relentless Forward Progress. I really liked following that one. It had me run a bunch of runs. So this is a good book. I'm gonna follow this. In terms of the marathon, my marathon, that's just gonna be a training run for the Houston Marathon. So hopefully by then I will be trained. And I've been messing with my run walk periods. I was first doing a minute of running with 35 seconds of walking, but I found that to be too slow. Like I was going almost a 1330 mile, which would get me to finish the marathon, but it would probably be towards all the way at the back, probably closer to a 5 hour and 50-minute pace. And for the marathon, I want to go 5:30 to 5:45. So that's like almost a 13-minute pace, like 12:50 to 13-minute pace. So then I decided to mess with a longer run, so a minute and 45 seconds of running with 35 seconds of walking. And then I was going too fast. I was going 12-minute miles for the run. Like I would go almost dip down into 11s, which is good. Like, well, I could still run that, but it wasn't the pace I wanted. So I'm still going to mess with it. I think I probably dropped down to a minute and 30 of running with probably just, the 30. I want to do the 35 seconds of walking because for me, it's not that difficult, but from what I've experienced with other people that I've paced, that 35 seconds of walking is really short. And I could do a longer running period, but I feel like running for 2 minutes is going to be more, more harder to do than running for a shorter period of time. There's a comment here. Scott Lapointe says, this year, when I was at the finish line of the 100-miler, I DNF'd at and I saw people push themselves beyond the pain and grind for 30 plus hours. I was emotional and decided then and there I would be back. So that's awesome, Scott. Yeah. It's like if you want to get inspiration from a race or to run a race, go to the finish line of a 100-miler and see these people finish when they're like the 30 plus hour finishers. Those people, they've been through a journey. I think everybody's been through a journey when they do a 100-miler, but those people at the back of the pack, like where I'll be, they're going to be like fighting demons. They're going to be struggling to do cutoffs. That like cutoffs is an emotional roller coaster. So I don't want to be anywhere near those cutoffs this time. Like last time I was like, you know what, if I'm by cutoffs, that's fine. I'll be fine. But like being so close to being so close to the cutoffs, it gets really emotional and you start doing all the math in your head. It's just not good. So I'm gonna aim to go faster for my Rocky Raccoon. Like I said, I'm gonna aim to go at least a 15 to 16 instead of a I think I was going 17 to 18 for my 100-miler last time. And Scott's going to do his 100-miler too. And we're both going to be 100-miler finishers this year. 2025 is a redemption year, unless you're doing it this year. Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about the Rocky Raccoon since we're already on that point. So I did get a message from somebody about Rocky Raccoon. They were like, Jeremy, I'm a guy. I've lost a lot of weight. I used to be 350 pounds or something like that. And he said he lost a ton of weight. And he watched my video and it inspired him. He just did his first 50K, and watching the video inspired him to sign up for his first 100-miler. So in my head, and he said it was the Rocky Raccoon video. So in my head, I was like, he's probably watched the 100K video. Like I'd have a Rocky Raccoon 100K where I redeemed myself from another DNF and I went out to Rocky Raccoon and I finished the Rocky Raccoon 100K. And I told him, I was like, which video was it? Which Rocky Raccoon was it? Because I've done so many Rocky Raccoons. and he told me it was actually the DNF. He said the DNF video is what inspired me. You never gave up. You were so positive, and even though you DNF'd, you wanted to come back in 2025 to finish off those last 20 miles. And it was hard for me to understand how a DNF could be inspirational to somebody. And I thought about it more, and I was like, it's because I'm not giving up. I'm not letting it defeat me. I'm going to push myself harder, and I'm gonna do this 100 miler, and I gotta get to training. So saying all this and watching that video again, because when people do comment on my old videos, I tend to watch, at least the ending, at least part of it, and definitely for the Rocky Raccoon 100 last year, I rewatched that part. It does get me emotional because I mean, Scott was in that video. He at the end of it, I got my subscribers to make videos for me, telling me to keep moving, and uh, I feel like I do feel like I let people down. Doing the video and not doing all these videos and not getting to the 100-mile mark. It hurt me emotionally too, but at the same time, it makes me burn inside to want to do the 100 miler even more this next year. So yeah, talking about it and all that, the 100 DNFs suck and they hurt. But I'm ready to be back at Rocky Raccoon to hopefully inspire you. Even if I don't finish the race again, hopefully that'll be inspirational. But I don't want to do that. I'm going to finish this race. I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to finish the race 100 miler in February. So there's another comment. Scott says 75 miler next week, 100 miles next July. Awesome. Man, 75 miles. Where do you find that race? Excuse me, that Taco Bell is coming back up. 75 miler. Is that like a K race? What is that? I don't know. That's 62 kilometers, 31 kilometers. Anyway, 75 miles, that's a different distance, especially for the United States. But that's cool. 75 miles, that's a lot. I think that'll get you ready for sure for a 100 miler, because that's only 25. Because if you run 100K, that's only 62 miles. That's not much more than a 50 miler. So a 75 miler is definitely going to get you to, closer to the 100 miler. I think that's a more of a realistic distance. It's not as big as a jump at 62 to 100 from 25 to that. So Scott says Indiana Trails 100 has a 50 miler and a 75 mile option. It's 25-mile loop. Cool. Good luck on that. That's probably some elevation too. So that's awesome. All right. So training is going good. And it's also race week for me, but it's race week for this race right here. Y'all see this? This is the big pumpkin run. I'm having that this weekend. I'm putting it on. This shirt is pretty cool. Actually, it changes color. So this will be orange in the daylight when the sun hits it. And also when I sweat, it like activates the sweat like properties of the shirt, and you'll see like finisher, run harder, go hard, all that fun stuff. So it has a lot of motivational things on there as well. So cool shirt. But it's race week for me, so I'm gonna be super busy this week. This is probably the last day I could have ran my usual route that I run right now, because I do run on the highway a lot, which is on the feeder road, so it's safer, especially at night. But right now they're doing some highway work, so they're rerouting everybody towards the feeder road where I run. So if I run on there, I'm pretty much going to die. So the route that I run on the highway is not going to be safe for me. I know it's not safe, either way, but it's not that bad. It sounds bad because it's the highway, but it's not that bad. So race week is for me this week, and yeah, I'll be busy pretty much from now until the race ends on Saturday, and then I'm actually going to Mexico afterwards. So that'll be fun too, because we've been working on this race, and I'm having a little vacation over in Mexico. Anna's there right now, actually. So the next thing I have to talk about is Camille Herron and the controversy on her. Have y'all even heard of the controversy of Camille Herron? She is a ultra marathoner. Apparently, her and her husband Apparently, I just read an article, and now it's supposedly just the husband, but might be protecting Camille. But they've been changing other ultra marathoners' Wikipedias and also her own Wikipedia, because you could edit on Wikipedia, put stuff. I think on Camille's page on the Wikipedia, it said that she was the greatest ultra marathoner ever. They were removing people's accomplishments on their Wikipedia, on other people's Wikipedia pages, and just putting all this stuff. It seems very, very immature for anybody, really. Like, why would you go to people's Wikipedias and change up their stuff? That's just kind of crazy to me. So I think Lululemon dropped her from sponsorship, and yeah, what do y'all think about that? That's kind of crazy. So uh that's gonna be my last topic, guys. So if you want to add anything to the conversation, leave a comment right now, because I don't have too much, but I feel like that Camille Herron story is crazy. I can't imagine. I think they changed some stuff with Courtney DeWalter. They changed stuff with Scott Jurek. Scott, yeah, I think that's his name. But that's just craziness. So yeah, this week I won't be running too much more. I'm gonna try to get a run in tomorrow morning, just because I've been talking big about this 100 miler, and I do need to do need to get my miles in. But I feel like, run walking isn't too tough. It's more about the distance for that long, and also getting my mind right. Because, like I said before, during my 100 miler, I had given up at a certain point, and I felt like and I didn't think I could do any more. But I got to reset myself. So reset yourself every once in a while, even if you're, stuck in a routine, or stuck in your life, or stuck in a race. Reset yourself, and look at it in a different way. Like, don't think about what's happening right now, like during a race or your life, and reset and move forward. That's what it's all about. So that's going to be it for this video. Reset yourself, guys, and hope you guys are doing well in your training, and hope you guys enjoy this little podcast. I know a lot of people are watching that other thing that's going on TV right now. So hope you guys enjoy this one. Keep up the training. I'm going to keep it up, hopefully a little bit more this week, and then it'll be race time before you know it. So keep on following me. Hope you guys enjoyed following me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm rambling now. Peace.